welcome to QuestJunkiesUK. It's a pleasure to be here with you today, and we are brought to you by the kind support of CZRPG, Phoenix Dice, Trollord Games, and Nathrax 3D Minis. Look out for your chance to win in our fabulous giveaways. Check the session for today's giveaway. And, of course, you can get yourselves a lovely discount over on their homepages using the coupon codes that will pop up in chat. Do not miss this amazing stuff. CZRPG with their beautiful encounter design, maps, a fantastic Patreon for you to join. Phoenix Dice, their incredible, sustainably produced, recycled packaging and everything. They're wonderful Click-Clap Math Rocks. Do check them out. Trollord Games with their incredible Castles and Crusades original system and lots of D&D content as well. And the beautiful 3D printed and beautifully painted, if you wish, minis of Nathrax 3D Minis. Absolutely wonderful stuff. Please check them out and let them know that the Odyssey sent you. Now, let us also say a huge thank you to the wonderful people over at Sirenscape. Amazing music and sound effects for your games, and just makes the whole experience a completely different level. Check them out, stuff for D&D, Pathfinder, Call of Cthulhu, other game systems, board games, science fiction, fantasy, everything you need. Link in chat for your chance to get a free trial of this amazing product. Now, let's get into the session. To adventure!
Hello, everybody.
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
I'm Josh in the real world, but today I'll play Fushiro, the undead Daraku Dragonborn Paladin. Ex-Paladin? Paladin. Okay.
It's complicated.
Anyway, let's move on. Wuzlin, who are you?
In the real world.
In the real world. Oh,
You can
hello.
tell-
Hello, everyone.
I'm not John. You can tell me about your fake world as well. I don't really care.
Tell me what's in your mind. I am the Maharishi on all the Twitters and the Twitches. Cog of the corporate machine by day, and at night you can find me playing D&D on many channels, including this one, where I play Bruce Lynn, the haunted one Drow, who is not undead, but has some fun dead features, like a pout. And please, Josh, continue. Introduce yourself.
All right. Thank you. Let's move on to let's move on to Mike. There's no other Mike to be confused about now, so
Still could be.
yeah.
Hi, friends. I'm not Josh. No relation to Mike or the Yowling Mike and it. You know where I am. Tonight, I'm reprising my role with these lovely folks as Ossian, our Time Blade Astral Elf fighter. I swing a big sword. I recently experienced a growth spurt, and that's something I can put in my yearbook.
All right. Thank you.
That's cute.
And we have a probably familiar face to some, maybe new to some, who only watch this show. Who are you?
My name is Stephanie, and during the day I own Vexed Vending, which is a collection of vending machines that vend local art and fun, funky finds. And you can find me here on this channel on Sundays now, yay! And also on Thursdays, 8 o'clock now, Eastern time. And I am going to be playing Velen, the human wizard, boss, badass bitch, as I understand it, and I am very excited to do it. Yeah.
Thank you. So that's about what I had planned for.
Send it
Oh,
back.
yeah.
Introduce John.
Back to you, John. Who are you in the real
who's
world?
running
Who are
this
you-
game,
who are
by
you
the way?
playing?
Hello, wherever and whenever you are. My mic was fine after your own introduction, Josh, but you're doing such a great job. I thought I'd leave it going. Thank you so much. Sorry,
I hope the intentional awkwardness.
everyone.
was working for
Windows
everybody.
updates. Please do check all of your sound sources on all of your campaigns, not just the ones that you've already played, since you did the Windows update. And there we go. That's sorted. Welcome back, everybody. It's good to have you here, back with us on QuestJunkiesUK, and back here in Icewind Dale, but not as you might recognize it, for we are delving down deep beneath the depths of the Reged Glacier to find the lost Netherese city of Ythryn. And we have! There it is! It's right there! We have found the city. They have ventured their way through the caves of hunger, avoiding all of the dangers and monsters lurking there, and have discovered the gigantic ruins of the Netherese flying city, crashed to the earth and buried deep here beneath the glacier for centuries? Eons? It is not entirely known, but our adventurers, so beautifully introduced by Kushir over there, are here and perched on the ice bridge which descends from the tunnel extending from the Caves of Hunger down to the outskirts of the city. They have arrived, and we are going to see what just what lies in store for them in just a moment. A massive thank you to everyone, and a big welcome to Stephanie for joining us as our necromancer here. Very much looking forward to all of that. And big thank you to all of our sponsors, of course, CZRPG and Troll Games. Double giveaway today. ! Enter in chat if you want to jump into that as we get into today's Hunger of Ythryn. Welcome back. A massive thank you to Patch of QuestJunkiesUK for that beautiful intro. Now with added Stephanie. Extra Stephanie.
With extra
no extra cost. And as promised, Rolvoljax, the force of good, the champion of right and justice in the chat, giving disadvantage to all of our evil players. Welcome, Stephanie, with a disadvantage crystal.
Thank you so much.
As promised. Thank you, Rolvoljax. Okay, so, my friends, let's start up this lovely Sirenscape. Everyone do check out our wonderful friends over at Sirenscape if you want awesome sounds and music in your game. You can add your own stuff or use their official originally composed stuff for all the various campaigns and other games too. We are here in their Ythryn soundset because Ythryn is a canonical place, as those of you who have played Rime of the Frostmaiden will know. If you are playing Rime of the Frostmaiden, get out while you still can. Spoilers. Many spoilers. Okay. Now. Velen Harple. Necromancer. Child of the Harple family. Inheritor of their sizable fortune. And pissed off member of the Arcane Brotherhood. Shall we say. Annoyed that on some level she knows it was her family connections that got her into the Arcane Brotherhood, but determined to outshine those other idiots down there in Luskan and prove that she is the true power, the true force to be reckoned with. She received a vision from a sympathetic patron, another follower of necromancy and knowledge and arcane knowledge, also missing an eye. Other side. By the name of Vecna. Oh, thick soundscape. Dumb, indeed. Given the mission by the Whispered One to find a group of similarly evil-minded fellows, or at least those desperate enough to help in this dangerous mission, she gathered these adventurers from around the 10 towns of Icewind Dale and travelled with them to the edge of the glacier, having duped some idiots into helping her obtain the Codicil of White from Oral's tower out in the frozen ocean. Don't shake your head, idiot.
I wanted to be your friend. That's all I wanted.
Josh was one of those heroes in Rime with the Frost Maiden, who very obligingly just completely ignored Velin when they arrived at Oral's castle and just let her grab the book and leave. So that was very, very useful.
We weren't gonna stop her. I was just like, hey, I hope that, you stick around a little bit after you get the book and we can maybe, talk about this necromancy thing.
But Velin had more things to do, and Tuln...
I can see that.
Whilst Tuln's
I
sympathies...
have no time for your silly wishes.
Or my beer, apparently, but that's fine.
Despite the appeal of your sympathies for the undead, Tuln was not evil enough for these deeds that needed to be carried out here. So, travelling back, she met up once again with this evil group who had secured themselves a base of operations near the glacier by driving out some Duergar, although they found them mostly dead already, as a rather nasty beholder adjacent beastie had taken over something that Ossian had brought with him from the stars, as his astral elves defeated the various occupants of this beholder's ship up around the planet of Toril in orbit there. During that battle, Ossian's ship was downed, and he was one of the first that Velin found, and with the promises of being able to escape the Xerixian pursuit, beyond a shadow of a doubt, he joined forces and met up with these others here. They quested into the caves of Hunger, and avoiding the vampiric knoll and all of the other monsters that dwelled therein, the dangers, finding other parts of the city broken off, scattered throughout the glacier, they managed to defeat an astral elf Xerixian hunt, the group of bounty hunters that were after Ossian. They managed to defeat the expeditionary force of Drow, who were using pages torn from the mysterious journal that Vuzlin carries, and were hunting him and trying to find the city for themselves. They had found the city, but did not have the numbers to quest into its depths. But they'll never get that chance now, as they were dispatched and dealt with by these adventurers. Then it was in the wake of the mummy that Fushiro had released from the ice and mysteriously just marched off in the direction of the city, following in their footsteps quite literally. They made their way down the miles-long tunnel of ice and snow and emerged in the bottom left of our picture here on the ice bridge. Let me remind you just what it is that you are looking at as you arrive. The tunnel opens into a vast grotto enclosed by gleaming ice. Consigned to this frozen sepulchre is a fantastic city sculpted by ancient magic and illuminated in a haunting way by green and purple lights that shed no warmth. The city is tilted, its spires leaning away from you as though recoiling from your presence, as the whole city rests unevenly in the ice. You stand atop a causeway of frost-covered ice that stretches towards the city like the dead, frozen tongue of some hideous behemoth, out of whose mouth you have just stepped. And as we can hear, the footsteps crunching on the ice and the hoarfrost and the rime mark our party's descent towards the city. Velen, you see something that's happened before. Your party, the huge lumbering undead ogre, the strange gloopy mess that used to be a kobold. One of yours. Oh, was it one of theirs? Sorry, for sure.
No, it was the
one of the vampire ones, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yep.
Sorry, no. Never mind. All of yours are okay. 2 of them are dead, but they're still moving. It's okay.
Sweet.
All of them.
Don't worry. They died before the.
Yes, not the fault of any of this lot. All
they were
of them
resurrected by you.
Indeed.
Okay.
All of them pause mid-step, frozen, as if encased in ice, and flash frozen in the depths here. But you know that's not the case. This has happened before. And you cannot see it. But if we were observing from outside, like your snowy owl there on your shoulder, we would see the purple glow starting to emanate from beneath your eye patch. The scene around you starts to fade, and you find yourself in the swirling vortex of earth motes and cataclysm that is the location of Vecna's fortress. You stride forward purposefully towards the doorway leading into the citadel, clambering up through its broken halls and twisted stairways to the cathedral-like room at the top, with its arched glassless windows staring emptily out into the vortex surrounding this castle of despair. And he is there, standing at the top of the steps in front of the window. He turns to you, his missing eye filled with arcane magical glow, his missing hand held before him, as if wishing he could find it, wishing he could find that blasted dragonborn servant of the multi-headed goddess of the dragons, Tiamat, and get it back. But he has summoned you here for other things. And he turns. You can see his skeletal form, the robes hanging about it, the arcane tome of ultimate knowledge that he holds in his chest cavity, hanging there, visible but so far beyond anyone's reach. You have done well, villain. You have found the city. You have found the means to find my obelisk and activate it. I trust you are still dedicated to our promise.
Of course. I want nothing more than to get you what you need. The obelisk will not be fall behind.
You can sate the appetites of these companions, he spits out the word, with any treasures or trinkets. Know only this. The Lich's staff is needed to power the obelisk. Pouring its energy into the form is the only thing that matters. But beware. Some of your colleagues are close at hand. Pretenders to power, pretenders to undeath. That foppish fool Strahd has sent his little plaything, Avarice, to chase after you. Do not let her take control of the artifact. It is ours, it is mine, and I shall undo what has been done, and I shall be all-powerful. And the scene fades, and you find yourself back on the ice bridge. Your party starting to move once more down towards the city streets. Over to you, my friends.
I think this is the first time that Alcian probably has seen anything resembling home. So he's just kind of taking in the fact that something this advanced is in such an archaic place, and
Yes.
just kind of looks over to the rest of the group. Have you had this technology for forever?
No. This is the
is
first I've seen it.
Well,
It's beyond.
in a manner of speaking, I guess we kind of had it for all this time. I mean, it's just been buried out of here, out of everyone's reach. Says Mike. The tails.
I was like, who is this?
Who is that?
Mike is
Who
here.
is that?
Mike is here. I should put
Oh, that's Howling Mike in it.
Howling Mike in it, yeah. Your Tabaxi rogue bard.
Well, now that you say it, I know, but...
Mike, where are you? Come here. Here, kitty, kitty, kitty. There we go.
I was waiting.
Okay. Jess would be mad if she wasn't just playing like as a cat. It's like it's not a Tabaxi. It's just a cat. Okay. So yes, there we go. Put that by me there. There have been all sorts of tales and songs of the Netherese Empire, but well, there it is, right there in front of us. Well, look at that! It's amazing.
It does look pretty nice.
He's gorgeous. Shall we?
It's not quite as bright as it is in the picture here. This is for actually being able
Yeah,
to
it does look
see it
very
properly.
daytime in the photo.
Where was the picture? Here. So this is what you're seeing. Yeah, the one I showed you before. So it is a dark chamber, but there is this light rising up from the city streets, as there seems to be some kind of magical illumination in effect.
Interesting.
Vuzlin.
All things.
You look over.
Sorry, Yusuf.
Vuzlin's been just reading through that notebook while everyone's gawking at the city.
It is perfectly as explained, as described in the book.
It's something out of Indiana Jones and Last Crusade. It's just
the sketches are very accurate. There's a few things that you probably should know before we go into the city proper. Don't let the... You'll see when you get there. Be prepared. Tilt is apparently not affecting you when you walk into the city. Apparently there's some magic affecting gravity that allows you to be upright yet on an angle. It's really worded. There's torchlight. It's like the someone kept the electric bill going because there's magic illumination throughout the city, which makes it nice.
Strange drow science that Vuzlin's spouting here.
Yes, and oh yes, don't stay in the city too long or you'll become arcanely insane. That's the one thing that was pointed out here. Anyway, let's go.
That's a pretty important note for the last one.
I'm sure it's nothing. These travelers can be awfully wackadoodle once they get, too insane during their long treks and journeys.
Long stays inside the arcane city that makes people insane. Yeah.
Something like that. Yes, some kind of corruption, it seems. We are strong, though. We have the power of Vecna behind us. Right, Velen?
That we do.
Velen, you see Vuzlin looking through. Basically, the main reason you brought them along, just in case there were any connections to the Underdark, and also this fascinating notebook that he's been somewhat private with, but seems to be coming into its own.
Do you have any little pictures in there that might show us where we are going in order to get to the obelisk we seek?
I was about to ask, John, does it mention the obelisk at all? Shall I roll for that?
No, they did not mention
No, it's unfortunately nothing that detailed. They make some general notes on the sketches as I hold up the book and I'll flip it around. It's like picture time at a nursery. As you see, it's really, a lot of the sketches are pretty generic. It's showing the center of the city, which looks probably like any place in the center of a city, and like a mall, if you will. And then that structure above it, that's kind of, I don't know, I think that might be a good place to start. However, there is details about that many of the buildings themselves are interesting. They've noted that several buildings had many archaeological interests and maybe even something a bit more financially important. So I'd say we just start at the beginning and go to the most interesting place that treats our eye at first.
I think this gives us a little opportunity to kind of flash back to when Velen first met each of you. We've kind of touched on Ossian's desire to escape and be away from the the forces pursuing them, and Velen being able to promise absolute immunity from any such pursuers.
Well, that was a lie.
You cannot win them all.
Should they be successful? Should they be? You were still en route.
Okay.
Yeah, no promise.
Stipulations. You have to read the whole contract.
Wasn't this part of the fine print? I only read up to page 26, not 27. Shoot.
Yeah, you just missed the bit at the start that says upon completion.
Is that what it was? I have a intelligence score of I don't know what I'm reading, so that usually works out for me.
You gotta be careful with these contract types, right? Like, upon completion, you'll have complete immunity from these people. Like, she could just kill you and they'd never find you. Like, it'd be done. You wouldn't ever have to worry about those guys again.
That's always.
There was more detail in there. It was about how she could promise him safe sanctuary and away from any pursuers.
All I'm saying, the grave is a pretty good sanctuary.
It's one way to
No
do
one's
it.
gonna look there.
The sentence continues.
For
To
sure.
live out the rest of your days free from pursuit.
Why is it suddenly whited out? And I just see Fushiro like taking like the white out to the rest of
Fushiro just going through this contract.
Josh is making this more and more appealing, like the rest of his days, but what if I number Ossian's days?
Right.
The large print giveth, and the small print taketh away.
They're very. These contracts are looking kind of shadier by the minute.
Vuslin,
I would never.
moving on from the doomed Ossian.
Hello.
What
I'm here.
what drew you to this mission? Why are you here?
Well, there's always the appreciation of money, always a good thing. There was also my entire existence has been pretty much one of terrible apathy and vengeance. I was kicked out.
What's apathetic vengeance? I'll kill him tomorrow.
Yes, exactly that. It's like I most likely will kill you tomorrow.
I guess it's procrastination. So.
Yeah, yes, it's a strange thing. You know, I'm still working that out. My therapist and I have long sessions, but it's more of I think it's there's been up here in Icewind Dale and in 10 towns, doing a lot of, well, quite frankly, very just low-level stuff, and I wanted more of a challenge. And knowing that we're going to bring the temperature down a bit will be a good thing, because I don't like it warm, and if knowing that, see, the idea of getting up in the world, you have to be more visible to those who are making those kind of decisions. And,
I think, is it fair to say that the draw of what was in the notebook, like the chance to discover and find out what's going on with this place, would be kind of your kickstarts to kind of following in certain Duerden's footsteps?
I would never think that I would ever say that my cousin was anything but himself, but I need to blaze my own trail, yes. And knowing how connected it is to other larger entities would make just make that all the better, wouldn't it? No?
Yes. Now, Mike, for their parts, was at first curious to see if the songs and the mythologies were real about Netherese artifacts and cities and the like, but since starting the mission, quickly realized that Velin was this powerful necromancer and has wanted to follow in those footsteps to an even greater degree. Fushiro, how about yourself?
Well, a little bit similar to Mike, but as we've covered before, our Fushiro used to be a living paladin of Baphomet, and after his undeath, he found himself in a great deal of despair and cursing his god, but not really understanding like what undeath was to him. So Velen coming and asking for, or discovering Velen, he found that it was a good opportunity to kind of explore what his new unlife would be and be around more of that, undead, more undead, so they can kind of see like what is life like now.
Yeah. And did you kind of like how the kobolds kind of revere you?
Yeah, the kobolds are good. He likes Velen. It's she's a necromancer. He's an undead dude. There's a certain
a natural friendship, if you will.
Indeed. Yes, Velen. Fushiro was bitten by the ghouls that exist in the Underdark of the Darakul variety, which contracts a certain kind of fever, which, if left to run unchecked, which Vuslin was able to overcome and be cured from it. They are fever bit, but not full blown. Fushiro died and succumbed to the fever and was reborn as a ghoul. So
My fever is for more cowbell, so you know that's how that goes.
Yes.
Sorry.
Sorry. Fushiro curses the god that failed to protect him.
Yes, indeed.
As you would.
Mhm. Okay.
Fuzlin just takes advantage of everything that didn't kill him.
Indeed. Okay. So, do you just head on down to the city itself?
I still want to find this mummy.
They're in there somewhere, apparently. They definitely came down this this tunnel, and this is the only way. There were no branching tunnels or anything.
Which tunnel?
It's a secret.
Where you've emerged from.
It's like Michael's here. Tunnel.
Okay, so let's see here. Okay, you carefully make your way down, and as promised by Vuzlin, there is a slight disorienting, strange kind of tummy lurching effect as you step cautiously onto the tilted ground of the city itself, and gravity corrects. So, as if the city street is straight down. And as you turn to look like the first person who steps onto it, you turn to look back at the others. The others are all tilted instead. As is the rest of the chasm behind them. So when I read this, I just had this funny thought. There's like some magic effect that just tilts the rest of the world. You just had this vision of like people in water deeps like Star Trekking it.
Shimmy, 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 roll. Be
yes.
careful. That first step is a loo.
And all of you step down into the streets there. Now, as you look around, green and purple lights cast an otherworldly glow upon the frost draping the silent city. Clawing spires, broken domes, and steeples leaning at odd angles surround a huge citadel. At the foot of the causeway, a giant statue lies prone and motionless, its surfaces gleaming with rime. It's right in front of you. It is face down.
Can I do, would it be an Arcana check to see if I could glean anything? Does it have any writing or description on the back?
If you want to look
Is
at
he
it,
face down?
you can do an investigation check.
Yes.
Or perception, your choice.
9! Looks great. Or perception? Hold on. No, that wouldn't have done me any better.
Okay.
Wow. Very stately man here in the snow.
I'm sure he was very important at some point in time. Now, he's,
It's strange, without any, roll needed, as you get to the top of it, like, there isn't really a head to it. It's just, it's kind of misshapen.
Yeah, that
I'm...
makes sense.
Hold on, I have to see how big...
Must have been about 25 feet tall when it was standing. It's quite hefty. And there's a massive...
identify as just for magic items.
There's a massive hammer lying in the frost next to it.
Someone say, mighty hammer lying in the frost. I'm quite curious about that. Is there any runes or anything on there we can glean?
There's some markings and things. There's a pattern on it, but no writing. No.
When you say massive hammer, like
sized for a 25-foot tall humanoid.
yeah, I'm not 20 foot.
Like made of stone too, or like a true hammer?
Also made of stone.
Okay.
Velen, something curious has been happening recently. Ossian, who the entire time in Icewind Dale and through most of the Caves of Hunger was 6'7", did we say?
5'10".
5 foot 10. has recently become 7'10".
Oh, I grew an extra 2 feet. I thought it was just 1. I'll take that. This is.
And have we all noticed this as it's happened, or are we just like, oh, that's weird? Like, are we just noticing now?
It doesn't happen suddenly. Yeah, it's happened gradually, but he's 2 feet taller than he used to be.
So we don't say anything. He's very sensitive about it.
The hammer's actually not that bad, you know. Maybe, Fushido, if you get on a... Stop bending down and help me get the hammer out of this thing. It might actually be worth salvaging. You've got the height. Come on.
No, I can't.
Well, will you at least stand up and at least acknowledge me instead of just staying on your knees? It's getting ridiculous. I feel like you're just not looking me eye to eye sometimes.
You've grown.
What do you mean? I've always.
You're large.
Is my great sword like long sword size now, John?
I mean, not as far as you are looking at it, but as the others are looking at it, yes. It is growing with you.
So, I probably have some explaining to do. Mike and I found a spear from a famous war hero who defeated some dragon down in the caverns. And I'll pull out the blood spear. And we found this. And it called to me. So I thought to myself, if it calls, why should I not answer? And I guess only now do I realize what that attunement really means. I am half tempted to give it to Mike so they can actually be the same size as us, but I don't know. Do you guys see any concern with this? It hurts to bump my head on some of the archways coming in here, but this is not what I expected.
Yeah.
Are you just... Go ahead.
Well, I was going to just say, you've often said time and again how you wished you were a little taller, and now that you are regretting that benefit. I see this as a blessing.
Surely the main question is, does he wish he was a baller?
Wasn't going to go there, but thank you.
Isn't it a little late to wonder whether or not this item cause you some sort of harm? You just go around like Crow, picking up any small thing that sparkles to you? If something bad is going to happen, it's too late now.
Probably. You know, honestly, I've been taking a lot of cues from Fushido lately, just kind of following the line leader and picking up things as we go, and it spoke to me. I think it was the first item that really spoke to me since we've been down here. So, I mean, if it's not a problem with you guys, I'll figure this out. I think with a little extra feet, I might be able to actually stomp on all the astral elves that find their way down here again. No offense, Velen. Hopefully they don't find their way down here again.
We should hope so. Give me this thing, and I will cast Identify.
Nice. On the spear?
On the spear, yeah.
Did you add the blood spear, Ossian?
Yes.
Yeah. Can you tell Velen what the properties are?
Yeah, absolutely. So, as a quick recap, the properties, mechanically speaking, when you hit a melee attack using this spear and reduce the target to 0 hit points, you gain 2d6 temporary hit points. Any creature can wield the spear, but only the character chosen by Kavan to wield it gains +2, and I think it was a different name.
Yes, it was Vlagomir.
Yes, Vlagomir.
Yes, yeah.
So I'll have to customize that. Vlagomir's spear. So it has the properties of a blood spear, which you may have seen in Curse of Strahd.
Yeah, do you remember, Stephanie? You found it in that burial cairn at the bottom of Yester Hill.
Oh, okay.
Yep, that one. Same as that one.
So nothing negative. And what's the name we're using for it instead? It's
Vlagomir's spear.
Vladimir.
The blood spear. But I mean, it doesn't give off any information about size.
I do not know if this is why we're growing. It doesn't seem to be the intention of this item to grow. So have you picked up any other trinkets, my little crow?
Not that I can remember, honestly. I think it's all just been minute things, small things. Most of these guys have picked up a lot of the trinkets that we fought from the Drow and the Astral Elves, but this in particular is the only thing that's really given us a little bit of disproportion. So, if they're fine and I'm not, I guess this gives me a few extra feet to explore some parts of the city we otherwise normally would have difficulty with.
Let's let's go a little more. Let's call it a nice round 8 feet. We'll see.
Oh, good. Okay, let me just change that up here real quick. See, this is such a productive conversation. I keep growing from it.
Yeah. Well, your ego is growing along with all the rest of your
Unfortunately.
Yes. Well, I think it's just out of curiosity. The voice you heard from the spear, was it more of a kinder, gentler, hey, I'm a spear, I can help you out? But was it more of a gothy, breathy, your soul belongs to me kind of voice?
You know, that's almost a spot-on impression there, Ruslan. I'm impressed. Did it speak to you?
No, I did not hear. Just guessing. Okay, toddling on. Let's find let's see, what else is that? We have the whole place to ourselves now.
Yes, the whole city is essentially ours.
So we've got.
You can see. Sorry, I was going to say. As you can see to the right of where Redfall is indicating you are there are these spires, these crooked spires that branch off the main walls, the main kind of perimeter wall, with bridges leading out to them. You see, like here, all around there, and you can see that from the vantage point of the end of the ice bridge, you can see that clearly. And there's a stone walkway that leads to a tower that claws upward and inward, its pointed roof leaning menacingly overhead. Narrow windows pierce the walls, and gargoyles cling to its eaves. And there are doorways at the base of the towers.
What interests me the most currently is, if you can believe it, finding the mummy.
Shock of all shocks.
Is there any
Are there
indication?
footprints, John?
In the city
Sorry.
itself, no.
Son of
No.
should have just kept following it.
It's here somewhere. But let's see. Oh, by the way, you recognize the design of the towers on the exterior wall. It is definitely one of these that broke off and was in the chambers back up in the Caves of Hunger.
Want to check out one of these towers with me? Sorry, boys.
Yeah. This almost reminds me of home. I'd be curious to see if they've designed it the same way.
No
Yeah.
reason not to, I suppose.
You can look into the tall windows. So let's go investigate the first tower.
Okay, so you're going left or right of the bridge?
Left as we go in. Any objections to left?
Works for me.
I shall also say one more thing, because it's very clear from where you're standing at the top here. This over here is like some kind of arena, like sports arena.
Sports ball.
And
I expect a sports ball.
And then you've got the main deal up here, the main citadel, and then you see there was some sort of park over here, and then the others kind of split into these kind of neighborhoods, right? There's like ovoid neighborhoods here, which you can explore, and then some of the larger buildings that are scattered between them are also of note, shall we say. Okay, so you're going to go towards that tower on the left?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let's have a look here.
Ogre just denotes all of us.
Yeah, that's just where the
Us, the
party.
group.
That's where the party is. Mike befriended that ogre and is riding on their shoulder.
Aww.
And brought
So
him
sweet.
back to undead, right?
Yes, with Velin's help, it was their first raising of the dead to undead.
So it was a watershed moment.
And Velin, you kind of saw that as a kind of blessing of Vecna that happened, because usually when a zombie dies, you can't bring it back as another zombie.
Vecna is great. Nothing about else to say. At
Hallowed be his
Hallowed be his yes. At Chav Hunter's comment, I'm gonna go ahead because I did not know that I could cast Identify on people.
Okay.
And
Thanks,
so
Jeff.
I will, if I can do that on Ossian and see if he is cursed
Are you
has.
doing this as a ritual by the way, every time?
Let's see.
Because you can cast it as a ritual, which means it doesn't take the spell slot.
Right.
Oh yeah, no, I would love to cast it as a ritual. I'm
Yeah.
new to wizarding. I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's okay.
Of course.
It takes 10 minutes, but it's
We can sit. It's fine, boss. You're the boss. We can sit. Take another 10 minutes to cast another spell. Just fine.
Shush! You're distracting me.
You want to play dice?
What about moose and squirrel? I don't know.
let's have a look here.
Something I should know. Since
I think
Oh!
we just
Fully core reference.
that took a second.
It's okay. It's okay. Oh,
Some of the references are very obscure.
It happens.
Just old.
No.
Just old.
I was being
I
polite.
know, but I get it. Rocky Bullwinkle is so good. I'm going for like Russian mob boss lady because that's the vibe when I saw her photo. So
And that's Natasha right there. Or
Yes, all over.
Or what's her name
Oris?
from Orange is the New Black?
Yes.
oh yeah, red. Yeah,
The only thing-
red
the-
vibes. Except it's white. Thank you.
The only thing that detracts from that is the Bernie Sanders in front.
Where'd you get the gloves? Where'd you get the gloves?
I believe the art of Velin Harple predates the meme.
Just a little bit.
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
Right? It must be, yeah. Anyway.
Just
So yeah,
fine.
you cast Identify. You have Ossian sit as you set certain arcane objects, black candles around, and all this kind of ritual set up here. And Ossian, you feel the wash of Velin's slightly intrusive feeling as this magic kind of like washes over you, and it's any spell that's on them, Velin?
It is a. I don't know if it's a spell that's.
No, yes, sorry, yeah,
it is a
yeah. You learn what spells, if any, are currently affecting the character.
That could be a curse.
affecting the item that they are, or if the item was created with a spell, you learn which spell created it as well. Yeah. Yes.
That's for objects. Yeah. If it's a person, if it's a person, it just tells you what spell's affecting them, and it is not magic. It is not a spell.
You're just having a midlife crisis growth spurt. Let's go.
I'm sorry, that was it? The sphere held nothing? It was just my body's changing? Wow, I think my parents told me about this.
No, Ossian, something definitely transferred from the spear to you, but it wasn't the spell.
Yeah. No, Mike knows that for sure.
Okay. I know what now?
Well, Mike, you're going to learn a lot the moment we go through this tower, although I'm not sure if Redfall can fit through it. He may have to wait outside.
Look
Is
who's
it okay with
talking,
you?
tall boy.
At least I have a little more dexterity than Redfall. His arm got lodged off by a wall the other time. At least I have both limbs
I guess
intact.
the token kind of does that, right? Because his arm is cut off by the token. So there we go. He has, yes, Valen, Redfall did lose one of his arms, unfortunately. Poor Redfall.
Poor Redfall. Mike, is there a door upon this tower?
Yes, there is a door opening into the tower from the bridge.
Does it seem? Is it shut?
No, it is hanging open. Or let's see here. Hang on. Quote unquote. Sorry, it is gaping open. Even easier. Even easier.
Words.
Why? It's just means it just what your mind can take it where you take it, but it's just how it's just means wide open.
Well, let's.
So Velen.
Yes, Velen.
Excuse me. Velen, if you could do me the favour of welcome you to the stream with a D100 roll, please.
Of course, of course.
That's how everyone wants to be welcome to a stream.
That's the only way.
85.
Okay, thank you.
Nice.
Right, so you're going to venture within.
Surely.
Okay.
What do my elven eyes see when I walk through the door?
You peer into the interior, and the tower clearly used to contain wizards' quarters. There are living quarters, some kind of workshop kind of spots, libraries as was, but just completely ruined by the collision when it fell, and mouldering here basically, and pretty much destroyed. But let's see if you find anything, shall we? Here we go. Roll me a d20, Vuzling.
Sure. 7.
A 7? Yeah, nothing of value, I'm afraid. Ossian, your turn. D20, please.
Absolutely. D20 roll is going to give us... no, 3.
3?
3.
No. Okay, never mind.
Too high up. The head's just too far away from the floor.
So yeah,
You
you
really
kind
kind
of
these ceilings.
you poke around in this tower. The interior is reminiscent of the tower that you explored out in the caves. Just a bit more intact, mildly more intact than that one was. And you peer through and kind of sift through the ruins and stuff. But yeah, for sure, it's interesting. Like any writings or any like engravings and things on the walls are in Loras, but the script is Draconic. So it's like you can't read it in the Loras pronunciation, but you can glean the meaning of things. But there's again nothing in particular.
Well, you can't win them all.
So
I'm sure all the stuff that's written on the walls, is pretty basic stuff like
yeah, it's like
bathroom that way.
beaker storage.
Me.
All employees must wash their hands before going back to work.
There's like 50 of them in there. It's crazy. So, you kind of spend some time poking around in here, but to no avail, and make your way back out. Actually, there's one more roll that needs to be made. Sorry, Josh. Leaving you.
Oh.
Leaving
All right.
you there. A D100, please.
Oh, do you want to?
Fuck.
61.
61. Okay. All right. Interesting. Let me roll a little thing here.
Don't say that.
Okay, as you're poking around inside here, you see illumination in the top room of the tower.
Oh. Seeing illumination in the top room of the tower, I investigate.
Okie doke.
Somebody's.
How are you proceeding here?
Aggressively.
Okay, so you charge up the stairs.
With lacking any tact or stealth.
With reckless abandon.
Okay.
Oh, this is going to be so fun.
Can you use that in a sentence for us?
Josh ran up the stairs with reckless abandon.
Yeah, there we go.
There we are. Just grabbing you guys here so I can put you into initiative. Vuzlin, I'm gonna call you Vuzlin and Velen. Get mixed up all the time. Sorry.
Oh dear.
That probably wouldn't be the first time. No, it would be the first time, actually. We'd look nothing alike. Now I can't stop thinking of the Bernie Sanders mitten roll.
I checked while we were talking. Rhyme of the Frost Maiden predates the Bernie Sanders meme.
There we go. Confirmed. Bernie Sanders is a Velen Harple stan. Okay.
By 4 months.
Nice.
Yep.
Very
close.
I'm here once again to ask you to help me on my mission for Vecna.
Vecna? Vecna's great. Vecna is... We gotta go out and we gotta get more votes for Vecna.
By the way, congratulations on your democracy holding strong somewhat.
It was...
Thank goodness.
We're yet
Let's
to...
say...
Don't count your chickens.
What?
That is
Couple
a
things are
fair
still cemented
statement.
there. But we still got this.
Okay, so...
Not for Florida. Maybe I should say
well,
that.
that was already red like the rivers of the Nile.
Okay,
Remember when that used to be a swing state?
Breaking my heart.
Those were some
I
days.
know. So is Ohio, but Ohio is now.
Now
Funny,
Arizona's a swing
all the
state.
money for Ohio comes from the blue counties. Yet all of the government is red.
Okay,
Is
whilst I recognize
Georgia with that runoff, though.
when I recognize my own blame for this, let's stop talking about politics.
That's fair.
Oh dear, we have pushed the limits. Push Twitch
You've
limits.
started this with a bunch of Americans, no less.
Shit, yeah.
Now, Stephanie, I've given you control of Velen's token there, but don't fuss with her character sheet there. Just use your Daily Beyond one, okay?
Just call it Big V. This is Big V. That'll distinguish it between Vizsla.
Big V, this is me.
Big V.
Okay.
This is who I am.
So,
Fly out.
Kushido,
Me.
you go storming up the stairs and into the upper chamber to see what this mysterious light is. Clearly not one of the flames that has been burning and illuminating the rest of this location. And as you do so, you see a hunched figure silhouetted by the light, and it spins to look at you, and the light almost blinds you as it glares at you, this sudden bright light in this dark place, as a cold light walker turns its glare on you.
Oh God, I hate it. I mechanically hate it because I hate waiting.
Yes, indeed. So, let me just sort some stuff here. Let me show you the art of these, because these are great.
Oh, I remember.
Oh, you remember? Yes, the others. The others are new to Icewind Dale.
I hated him as Talon too.
Okay, so we're just using Theatre of the Mind here. So Fushiro is up at the top of the stairs, the rest of you are behind him. And this creature has turned its glare upon him Sorry, slow getting that. Roll 20's chugging along.
Excuse me.
Get your shit together, man.
Yeah, you know. We're trying. This cough is persistent.
Yeah, I know what you mean. They can nasty time of year. There you go. Cold Light Walker.
Huh.
Cheers, Phantom.
I've
Good to see you,
seen
mate.
the light.
Like a human embodiment of a lighthouse.
Yeah.
Anything like a hard light hologram?
Shut up, Smeghead. Now! Shut your Smeghead. Okay. Hey, our the opening that Patch made for us for the Spelljammer campaign was the rock, the heavy metal version of the Red Dwarf theme song. Oh no! Bam, 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 bam. It's much more aggressive. It's great. Okay. I don't need to put Doki in the order, do I? For Shiro, he's just on your turn, right?
But you forgot Sly, but Sly isn't going to be part of this.
Also on your turn, right?
Yeah, Sly's waiting outside.
Okay, everyone, please put your initiative into that little tracker of ours there.
With disadvantage.
Oh,
Who has
wow.
disadvantage?
Oh my.
Did we use our
Oh.
disadvantage here, John?
Yeah. With this.
What's that for Shiro? Yes, Berlin and for Shiro with disadvantage, please.
Ah. And that's
It's okay. The first dice I rolled was a 1. So.
Hey. I mean, that kind of does the blinding light quite nicely.
Yeah, like, oh god. I hate it.
So please type in there. Berlin, did you get a 17 with disadvantage?
I did. My second roll was a 19.
Oh my gosh.
What the
Whoa.
fuck?
Magic. It's true. You can look at my Roll20 history or my D&D Beyond history.
Or I could just believe you. Okay. I shall go with the latter.
What happened? Are we evil laughing? Did I miss the evil laughter?
That's
No.
just,
It's just the delivery.
Yeah, it was choice of restaurant quality, right?
John, you are on point tonight, as you always are, but this is classic. I love this.
Thank you. I must be starstruck by any award winners. It kind of throws me off my game on a normal session, I guess. Okay, so Ocean, you hear Fushiro cry out. Let's see here. Actually, just before we fix that, Fushiro, make me a Constitution saving throw. Okay.
Oh.
I got my sheet to work, so.
Nice. I think there was a blip there, because I also got the error screen when I tried to load from the campaign screen. Like, the bookmarked version that I have for everyone worked, but the other one didn't for some reason. So.
I always forget if my +2 is automatically included. Just a second. Looks like it. 20.
You are okay. You're not mechanically blinded, just surprised here. But what does bright light do to you?
It's the disadvantage stuff that most of the Underdark races get.
Yep. So it's on. Is that on saving throws and?
Saving
attacks?
throws, attacks.
Okay.
And
Could you please? Did you do that saving throw with disadvantage?
Oh, sorry, not saving throw.
Ability checks.
Ability checks.
And
Like
attack rolls.
Specific.
Hey, Banana, how you doing?
Sorry. Let me start over.
No, it's not.
Specific skill checks and attacks.
Gotcha.
I think.
Noted. Okay. Can you keep track of that for me?
Yeah.
Cheers. How's it going, Banana? Good to see you. AKA Only Flaps. Good to have friends from the Liching Hour. Alright. So, let's see here. Okay, yes, so the Cold Light Walker turns. It's just like, and I think we would get one round before anyone else realizes what's happening.
Okay. Yeah, makes sense to
Right.
me.
So it will attack you.
AC 20.
Thank you very much. I've got to stop playing all of these high-level campaigns. I don't get to hit anyone.
Sorry, man.
It's alright. Slam! I take that back. Pizza.
Pizza. There you go.
Hey, thank you, Phantom. Everyone, do check out the Liching Hour, our friends over there, including Banana, aka Only Lobster. So, yeah, I'll see if the other one hits too. Natural one. No. Okay, so, the first slam attack hits you, and you take 9 bludgeoning.
Okay.
And 16 cold damage.
Halved to it. For my cold resistance.
You'll love it. You'll love it.
Gotta love cold resistance. All right.
And you can have a go before the others figure out something is wrong upstairs, everybody.
Something's
Fuck!
The creature,
That hurt!
these creatures, I don't think they don't roar or scream or anything, but they just turn. Well, meta knowledge for Josh, for sure doesn't know this, but when Oral thought she was about to be defeated, she transported a bunch of her minions here for safekeeping.
They do not scream. Bushido does with the ow fuck that.
Yes.
We'll go with 18 to hit.
That's, I assume, is a hit. Yes.
That's with disadvantage. That was like
Nice.
So you'll buy another d6 with this 4d6 radiant. I have
cold like water here. Yes.
I have 11 flashing.
Okay. Got any resistances? Okay.
Well, that's a good roll. 18 radiant.
Ooh. So 29?
Yeah.
Nice. All seems to do the trick.
All right, hit it again. Wow, I'm rolling good with this disadvantage. 20.
Nice. For
Damage is... No, that's not good. 9 slashing.
okay.
My radiant keeps rolling hot, though. 15, one more. 19 radiant.
What's total
Damn.
of?
And then
So what's the total there?
It was... I said 19 radiant, 9 slashing, so 28.
Jesus.
Bonus action, I'm gonna try to...
It was at that moment the DM realized he'd fucked up by giving them astral elf swords.
While we were doing it, I was like, that's like a full smite every attack.
You're welcome. I mean, this it's not a boss battle, you know. It's supposed to just kind of chip away at your resources, you know.
This is just an amuse-bouche.
Yeah. Okay, thank you.
And then I'll try to shove it to the ground with my shield as a bonus.
Okay. Is that athletics?
Yes, which you can make the call on this, John. Athletics checks are not at disadvantage for sunlight sensitivity, but it's kind of attacky, I think. What do you think?
Yeah, it is an attack. Yeah.
All right,
That's
let's
fair.
do it. Disadvantage
Thank you.
seems fair to me.
Yeah, appreciate it.
I haven't rolled under a 10 on any of these disadvantage rolls,
How was that?
except initiative. So it's 18.
18? Okay, only an 11. So yeah, you slam it to the floor.
Slam it to the floor.
Okay. Everyone else, you can kind of see it's like some kind of disco going on up there. It's the lights just like strobing around the place as it's in this battle with Fushiro here. And I guess it would be snowstorm over here. Now, Ulcian, you are the quickest to react in the layer below.
I'm a bit concerned. I should probably go check it out. About how far up the stairs, like what would be the total distance required to reach both Fushiro and this strange disco creature?
A single movement.
A single movement?
Yeah, within a building. It's not more than 30 feet to go one floor.
You love to hear it. So I'm a long strider because of my long legs. We'll
Think
move
of-
that full 30.
In a kind of like theater of the mind thing like this, think of it like zones. So you're in the ranged zone at the moment. So if you want to move into the hand-to-hand zone, you can move a movement. It takes like a full movement to move one zone, kind of thing. It's like the is it Edge of the Empire that has that kind of thing?
It does kind of,
right?
yeah. Yeah, it does. Yeah.
Okay, sorry, Ocean, please.
Yeah.
So you go charging up the stairs.
Here I
Can
come.
you also make
Good
a
day.
Constitution saving throw, please?
Those are pretty good. That's not good. I'm going to use a crystal because that was a natural 1.
Hey.
That's much better. 19.
Okay, you're good.
Perfect. We're drawing the spear, and we're going to attack twice.
New toys.
New toy. Indeed.
New toy, who dis?
New toy. Who dis?
Okay. With
wow.
advantage because it is prone on the ground.
Lovely. That is true. That's a second natural 1, by the way. I don't think I've ever rolled 2 natural 1s
Ouch.
that badly. But
Okay,
it
second
is a
attack.
28 to hit. So
Natural one
if
is a
it's-
miss,
if it's-
regardless.
yeah.
It
So if
was
we're at
hit.
advantage, 28 to hit.
Sorry.
He
Go
had
ahead.
advantage. One of his dice was 1.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's not the
So one of them was 1, so I re-rolled with the advantage, and that's a
Could
28.
you not get my hopes up like that? Thank you, Phantom, for the crystals back. And Charlie, if you're still here, thank you
Thanks,
for the
Phantom.
current crystals at the start of the round there. Okay, what's the damage?
Here's where the fun begins. The damage is a
Ask the
total
cold light
of-
walker there.
That's 13 magical piercing damage.
Okay.
If he's piercing now. And this is where the fun begins, John, because I'm a level 10 Time Blade, which means I am optimal now. We are going to use a bonus action to do that temporal strike. But we have 2 new options. And the one option I'm going to use is, I think it's Temporal Shield, which gives me a plus to my AC based off of my current proficiency bonus. So
Okay.
my AC is up to 21 now.
I heard Tempora Shield. It was just a nice, tasty, crusty gaudy
By the way, Mike, Ossian, Phantom coming through there with the replenishment of your crystal. They've got to take care of their fellow mod stroke classmate.
Thank you, classmate / fellow mod. Second
Go
attack.
back to Spelljammer Academy.
Oh, that's really good. That's a natural 20.
Jeez.
That is because it automatically does the dinghy, and I don't want it to do the dinghy. So maximum damage on the spear would be 15 magical slashing.
Okay,
So
tell
we're gonna
me
add that.
what happens.
Oh, I don't even need to do that. Perfect. Okay.
Nice.
So we draw the spears, we get up there, and just a quick swivel over the head. We're going to strike once into the body and the torso, pull it back out, and then we're just going to take a wide swing and just cleave it in half if we could.
Noted. Do you get any bonus HP or something from that?
I
From the
do.
blood spear?
2d6, in fact. But I have full HP, so none of that matters.
Okay. So for sure, you see Ossian dash up from behind you and just cleave into this thing and destroy it as it lies prone on the ground. And as he destroys it, some of its life energy almost seems drawn into this new spear of his.
Cool.
Vampiric essence to it.
Oh, I like that.
Okay.
I like that a lot.
Sorry, Velen, you don't get to have a go yet.
I know. I
Hold that
was
thought.
like, wheel. I do have a question. Since the magic missiles I have come from a wand, is it still 3 darts for each magic missile I use?
Yeah, I think it just.
And we can
costs-
solve that later. It was just a thought. It was something I was going to bring up when
Yeah.
it was my turn.
Yeah. Did you? By the way, did you see? Did you refresh your sheet? Because I forgot to add the Professor Orb that you have.
I will refresh it right now.
You can use an action to spend 1 or more of its charges to cast the magic missile spell. For 1 charge, you cast the first level version of the spell.
Okay, so that's 3 darts.
Pew, pew, pew.
And you can increase the spell level by 1 for each additional charge
Cool.
you spend.
Thank you.
So magic missile. Yeah, three glowing darts. And then for every extra charge you get 1 more dart, not 3 more.
Perfect. Thank you.
Okay, so 1 charge
And-
would be 3, 2 charges would be 4.
Awesome.
Okay, so it seems that there are some restless beasties knocking around this place.
Is everything okay up there?
It seems there are some restless beasties knocking around this place.
Well, let us keep our eyes open for the restless beasties.
Did you-
Beastly beast.
Yeah, they might-
Around this place.
Around this place.
Yes, the ones that are knocking around this place. Yeah.
Knocking this place around. Yes, got it.
Okay.
You're done. Can we leave now?
Did you search its rotting corpse?
It's dead now, or re-dead, or
Is it cool looking?
no, I hate it.
I thought it was cool looking. I'll bring the body down.
Because you
What commitment to cool right there.
Awesome.
hate it.
I will grab the body and I will bring it down to show my cohorts and the boss lady. Just right in front of
dragging
Velen.
it, heads hitting on the each step. Thunk, 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 thunk.
It's
Wow,
fine, the light
that-
still works.
Wow,
Mike-
what a catch.
Mike
That was
recognizes this creature from bardic songs and tales and horror stories told round flickering fireplaces in the depths of 10 towns, and turns. Ah, Vuzlin, this is almost what you were.
What?
But
Well, you
almost.
almost died from cold, right?
Not quite. I almost died from a ghoulish attack. I would have become
When Levistus
Yeah.
saved you.
in the what? I'm sorry.
When Levistus saved you with the black swords.
Yes, the black sword save.
Yes, that was
Yes.
that was cold.
Very well. Oh, I see. Well, sorry.
What's that?
That
It's
is
an emergency. That's what emergencies sound like in the US, John.
Yes, that is the Amber Alert. I'm assuming that is coming through my phone, which is sitting on the desk.
I see.
next to me. Yeah, sorry about that.
Jashin this, Jashin this.
Oh no.
That's the American version of that. But not earthquakes.
The
Lost
Japanese-
children.
The Japanese one's quite much more urgent, I think. It's vicious.
Yeah, that's. Yeah, never
Yes, I
was an
have to be
Amber
on the
Alert.
lookout for a 92 Charger, and so that's or a Dodge Dart. I don't know. Okay.
But yes. So yeah, Mike tells you that this is a cold light walker, and apparently the myths go that some humanoids that die from extreme cold, but whose spirits languish in the mortal world, become these cold light walkers, burning with frigid fury at the meaningless of life. Their frostbitten corpses emit a spectral light so intense that mortal eyes can barely stand to look at them, and they typically wear the clothing in which they died.
I would like to search this corpse's clothing.
Sure.
Be careful, the existential dread might drip off a little bit.
Yeah, and we're all going to go crazy just for being here. I'm sure it's just fine.
I'm
Let's
going to jot this down in this notebook. Take a few notes while you do that.
Okay. CR5. It's not nothing. Velen, roll me a d10, please.
I got a 9.
A
A
9.
9 and 9. Yep.
Okay. It has a dead mouse,
Ugh.
a flask of frozen water with the ice busting up out the top of the canister.
Yeah.
Like, this is one for Fuzlin, like milk bottles in winters of long ago.
Mm-hmm.
Remember having milk left on the step by milkmen?
And getting yelled at for not picking it up.
It's like you'd get like glass bottles of milk left on the doorstep by milkmen, and their little electric floats buzzing around in the pre-dawn. And in winter, it would freeze and expand, so you just like have this like popsicle-looking like column of frozen milk, which push the cap off the top.
Of course, it was always full fat, so that was the only water in it, and the rest was like cream after that.
Yes, so there's a dead mouse, a frozen flask of water, and some tangled twine. You're welcome.
Not a prolific man. All right.
Okay.
Some sort of
Two next.
rat catcher, perhaps, as was.
Boozlin, you want to eat this thing before we go?
Me?
Oh, sorry.
For sure.
It's weird.
For
My
sure.
body grows, but my mind does not. Bushido.
No, it's disgusting.
First time I've ever heard you reject food.
What? You okay?
It's the light.
It's got a migraine.
Yeah.
Okay. Where would you like to go? Would you like to go into that neighborhood there, or across to the stadium, or to this big tower that's here?
Boss lady,
Oh,
you've
oh, yeah,
probably
boss,
listened
yeah.
to this.
Where you want to go, boss?
Let's go to the stadium. Let's see what kind of sports these people kicked around.
Oh, it's fall. Yay.
I agree. Sounds interesting.
So, thank you, Redfall. Take us over there. Okay, you make your way across to the stadium. And as you approach it, there's a distinct change in the air and the atmosphere around you. The air around this amphitheater is charged with static. And you kind of feel your hair is kind of standing on end a little bit. Cracked steps descend to the stadium floor, where a tiny glittering object rests on a pedestal of black stone. There are 3 metal masts, as you can see in the art, rising from the arena like gigantic tridents, each one emitting a low hum. And the branches of each trident are 25 feet off the ground and extend 50 feet into the air. We have a sunset.
For the stadium?
Yeah.
That's fun.
It's got a low hum, a dynamo hum.
It does. Oh, I like that. That's good. Kind of buzz. It's just like, just screams, "Do not touch! Do not touch!" So yes, there you go. What would you like to do?
Are any of you familiar with this? I don't think I've ever encountered a sport like this in my travels.
I'm not familiar with this concept of sport.
I am not one for sport unless it's something to do that I can bet on. This is beyond me. Is the ground like? What's the turf like? Is it all just rock?
Yes. Yeah, but there's some kind of electrical burns, some little kind of black marks on the stone. Those of you that spent a decent time in Icewind Dale would know of a Goliath sport called goat ball.
Goat?
Yes, but it's basically dodgeball with a bundled up goat.
Goat ball. Yes. Yes.
But
now,
yes, this is clearly not that.
no, I've never seen goat ball used with 3 electrically charged tridents.
Can I look around the like I don't know, like look around the scoreboards to see like what the points are counted in or any kind of hint as to what this game might be?
There is no scoreboard.
Is there any kind of like concession
What do you mean, sorry?
Like
He's looking for a burger.
It doesn't appear so, no.
it just I don't even really want a burger. I was just thinking to myself, like, if there's gonna be stuff to get, like, it'd be in the enclosed sections, and the concession stand would be enclosed.
Have we walked into the stadium itself? Is that where we are?
It's up to you. I mean, basically, it just kind of is hollowed out into the ground below you, so the stadium floor is down, and you're just like standing at the top, and there are the staircases that go down to the floor. And there is that glittering
stadium.
Yes, and there are those glittering object is there.
That glittering object. Is it near? I'm sorry. Is it near the tridents, or is it?
Let's see. I think it's not on. Yeah, it doesn't show. It just says. It says that the stairs descend to this floor, where the glittering object rests on the pedestal of black stone. So the pedestal is not in the arena itself, but it is like at the end, like at the focal point of one of the ends.
I suppose we should check out the glittering orb, as it were.
Let's go to the glittering orb, not stepping
Object.
foot onto the
Object. Sorry.
Yes, the glittering object. I don't want to step.
Let's not step onto the field of play. I have a feeling that these charged things are zapping the players, so to speak.
Can I throw a rock out into the field?
Sure.
I will do such a thing.
Okay. There's nothing happens untoward. Actually, good idea.
Apple. I got a candy bar. I'll go to rock.
So, you can see that the pedestal's at one end of the arena floor. Let's say it's at the near end. Hey, Brian.
Okay. All right.
It's down this end of things here. So you're walking along the edge of the terraced steps to get to it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah. As you get closer, you can see that it is an ornate trophy cup sitting on a pedestal.
A cup? I did not expect that. Is there anything written on it?
I think there is in draconic markings, kanji, I suppose, for our games. It translates to something similar to chain lightning champions.
It says something similar to chain lightning champions, but it's kind of not clear what that means.
Chain lightning could be the sport. It could be the obstacles, or it could be a team name.
It's
That might be the start.
It looks like the trophy's made of some kind of precious metal, and it has some gemstones embedded in it.
There are shinies on that, though.
Oh yeah, we're taking it.
Fushido's gonna step away. Just a little bit. Tiny bit.
Just a tiny bit.
Like an amount that, like, if you were concerned, like it was going to explode.
Sure.
Like you'd be a safe distance away, but not like a threatening amount of distance, like you're going to abandon the party. If
Yeah.
you know.
That's oddly specific. Do you want to elaborate on that further?
Yeah, no, I don't actually.
Cautious distance. Yes. Okay, so Vuzlin, you're going to grab it.
And when you say cup, does it have any kind of handles on the side at all?
It's like it's a sports cup. Yeah.
Okay.
Sports
As
cup
I'm
for sports
going-
ball.
Yeah.
Sports cup for sports
I
ball.
love sports ball.
I'm going to take, and Vuzlin will take a wooden arrow from their quiver
Okay.
and try to loop the sports ball cup, holding the bag of holding open, ready to pop it in.
I hadn't considered that was an option. That's quite creative. I like it.
Okay, so can you make me a strength check?
Sure. Hey, strength is good. Strength check. Doink.
Love strength.
21.
Nice. Okay, so yeah, you kind of loop the arrow through the handle and pull it towards you. It does not budge, and you take 17 lightning damage. As a
I
small
am not
electric.
At all, yeah, I'm not at all immune to lightning.
Oh. As a small electric blue arc of energy bursts from the cup and hits you.
How much did you say? I'm sorry, 17?
17, yes.
Okay. Ouchies.
Yeah, I thought that might happen.
Did it move? It didn't move or it did not move?
It did not.
Well, fuck off. Okay.
Losing, you all right?
Ha ha. Ooh, yes, that left a mark. Oh dear. Anyone else want to give that a try?
No.
Looks like you have
No,
to.
I think that was all you, dear.
Looks like you have to win it fair and square.
Yes, well. Oh, you have to win it, huh?
But what happens to the losers? We will have to find somebody to bring here.
Yeah,
I
we
wonder
need a
how
team
one
to
plays. Is there anything around here that says anything about the rules?
Yes, it's like every football stadium and stuff in the US just have pamphlets about the rules.
They
lying,
do.
lying
It's
about.
amazing. It's
It's
amazing.
incredible.
Wow.
It's
It's like a
Rugby-
playbill
rugby needs that.
as you would go. Do they
Can you
actually?
tell how many people are on each team? Like, are there like, I don't know, like helmets set up for previous players or something?
There are nuts.
Stretch.
There's just a pamphlet.
Doing some yoga over here.
So you're new to seeing lightning.
I don't have any kind of lightning spells on me, so
It's okay. Looks like they brought their own lightning.
I will go ahead and I'll cast a lightning bolt into the field.
Sure.
Oh.
Let's see. Why not?
Okay, so
And I do so.
Velen reaches out, some crackling energy arcs. Do you do it towards one of the tridents?
Yes, for sure.
Okay. It
The
hits-
center spike of the center trident.
Okay. It hits and crackles around it like we can see in the picture.
Yeah, I think we might need to do some more research. Maybe we come back here later. This feels like waste of time right now, or waste of light if we rush into it.
I agree.
Fair
Well,
point.
now this was charming, yes.
All right, I had my pick. Someone else choose. Where we go next?
Fushido, you're always pretty keen to explore. Why don't you go ahead and choose the next neighborhood? I don't know this place very well.
This is a big tower here, right?
Tell you what, guys, I'll put. Yeah. When you've been to a location, I'll put the numbering on your layer so you can see. Like, we've been here.
Oh, thank you.
Okay. Just to remember what's going on.
Y3.
Yes.
Perfect.
Y1 was the ice bridge and Y2 was the spire, the general spire description.
Ah,
Fire.
So you have not missed anything yet.
We're
Yeah,
moving
well,
in
In fact,
logical
you've gone
order.
exactly in order. You've gone 1, 2, 3 so far.
oh, fantastic.
And for sure, you're going towards that big tower, you said?
yeah, makes sense to me.
Okay.
If it's Y4, you know.
It is.
As
Oh,
Wizards
good.
of the Coast had intended.
They're falling straight into our trap. Although, I suppose, in a way of speaking, you know, the right tower was Y2, so you kind of messed up there.
Damn it.
Left. but it is the description of all the towers around the edge. So.
Miraculously, they all are the same.
Okay. So, you clamber up the bleachers back up to the street level. Again, marveling at the magically created architecture around you. Clearly the same magics and designs used of the remnants of the city that you've discovered so far. And Velin, the idiotic do-gooders that you were forced to endure the company of up on the surface, they also described a tower very much in this style, where they had discovered that one of your colleagues had died, so they were quite happy about that. You were quite happy about that. Actually, well, they didn't die there. They kidnapped some adventurers and forced them to go there, and then they got caught in 10 towns and destroyed. They were executed for evil deeds done, which the
Were the dirt cheap?
Yeah, for free, I believe, for personal gain. Yeah. So you head your way over towards that tower, and as you reach the base of it there, Fushiro, this tower reaches upward like a talon. Its stonework studded in chiseled runes. A blue light shines from its highest window, like we can kind of see there.
Could be somebody home.
Another one of your friends.
Hopefully not. Not that you've met any of my real friends.
Well, I'm
I
hurt.
say,
We're not
I
your
say
real
another
friends.
another one bites the dust if we find him. So
Eagle.
A bit smaller. There we go. Okay. So, what would you like to do?
It's a door, right?
There is.
Proceed to the door.
Okay.
I've never been one for caution. It's worked for me so far.
What is Josh's MO in any game?
Pretty much.
Avoid caution at all cost.
I mean, as a
My-
DM, it's quite helpful. It moves things along quite nicely.
That's
yeah, I was about
exactly
to say,
why
it
I
moves,
do
it
it.
moves the story along, doesn't it?
That's exactly why I do it. I have been in a lot of games in my years where you spend, I don't know, an hour, 2 hours making a plan that just
Yes.
immediately, just the second you try to enact the plan, falls apart. And then you're fighting anyway. And it's like, well, I should have just walked forward.
As Mr. Churchill said, right? Yes. No plan survives contact with the enemy. Or anything. Yes, and there's the whole, what's the term? Analysis paralysis?
Yeah.
Okay, so as you stride forward, Fushiro, towards the entrance there, you can see that runes cover every inch of this tower's exterior. But only one of them flares and triggers as you go for the door.
Oh, good. Yeah. That's why we went for the door.
Could you make me an intelligence saving throw?
Ooh, that one's rare.
My
Gonna get
goodness.
tripped by a door. Mm-mm.
Let's see.
The worst kind.
My favorite save. 19.
Sorry again?
19.
19?
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
I'm rolling hot.
You.
I have a +1.
Okay.
Um,
Well, then
And-
you'll all have to languish in wondering just what that could have been. Because nothing happens.
that was an odd feeling. I don't feel any worse. I wonder what that could have been. Someone else touched it.
I guess we'll never know.
Okay, so you all... Do you all just follow behind?
That's the
He
plan.
goes in and he closes the door behind him.
Son of a bitch.
See you soon.
Press to reactivate rune.
Velen.
Okay.
Velen, just... Your kobolds were made for just such a moment, surely.
You mean my kobolds have to stay outside?
No, you can send them in ahead of you to see if it's reset or not.
Kobolds were made for walking.
No, we will all just walk in. I'm not.
Into a dangerous door.
Mm-hmm. Bushido went in first. He already did the door thing. I'm just gonna walk in behind.
Okay. You follow in behind, wince slightly, but nothing happens. You are okay. And you enter into the interior. As before, a rather sorry sight greets your eyes as the chambers are crashed and just messed up from the impact of the collision here, although the tower is pretty much intact. You see the various chambers and things clambering up through the tower and exploring up. You make your way up towards the top where you saw that light glowing, I assume.
Yeah, of course.
Yes. Basically, just meta knowledge, just for the sake of the game here. All of the towers, they're basically ruined workshops, sleeping chambers and things until the top room in each one.
Okay.
Yeah, just
Good to know.
some locations will be different, and I shall describe them so. But yes, you kind of pour through the wreckage, searching through the place, but do not find anything of note. And then you finally reach the top of the tower, and once you enter that top chamber, you see the scene in front of you. A huge anvil, chiseled with vivid blue runes giving off this light, rests in the center of a 30-foot diameter, 30-foot high circular chamber. Resting atop is a hammer adorned with matching runes. 6 armored figures stand guard around the anvil. And at the rear of the chamber, a frozen corpse of a wizard lies in a pile of rubble. Blue flames flicker from braziers spaced around the room, illuminating a carved inscription on the ceiling. The inscription reads, and just copy it for chat. First, shield thy heart with a wand from the nether oak. It's in Roll20.
Is the wand that I have from the nether oak?
You do not
That'd be
know.
convenient.
You've never heard of nether oak.
Okay.
This is a netherese city.
I did not want to seem stupid, but yes, anyone else never heard of a nether oak? That seems new.
Never heard of
No,
it.
Definitely new.
If I were another oak, I would probably be in the park with the rest of the trees.
You did see
Thank
that.
very insightful, Bushido.
However, I'm interested in that. And he points at the corpse.
Okay. Let me show you who is standing guard. They are standing at attention, not in a position like this. But this is who you see.
Oh,
Uh-huh.
There are six of them.
And they're like,
Sig-
where are they standing relative to like? You said they were guarding, but like where are they relative to the
Anvil.
anvil and to the mage specifically?
They are in a circle around the anvil, facing the door.
Okay.
Facing you.
So is it like possible to get to the mage without like?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm just interested in the mage.
Mhm.
The not a blacksmith.
Okay.
So it sounds like an interesting puzzle. Josh is interested, but Fushido is not. So Fushido goes to the mage. Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, you kind of slowly circle around the group of these blue-skinned guardians, and one of them keeps track of your movements and turns.
So, like, they are metallic and stone looking?
They don't look at no.
They just look human? Like that?
Humanoids, yeah.
Oh, like,
Creatures.
now I'm more interested. Now I'm more interested in them. But let's I'll just speak to them directly. Just a moment. Just looking at this poor fool for a moment.
Okay, so let me just put this over here. Okay, so yeah, you skirt around the edge. One of them follows your movements, and you see the source of the rubble. It was not from the collision, it seems. Something burrowed up through the floor.
Oh.
And you can see the wizard's body is next to that hole. And, yeah, there's just the wizard's mauled body is just there on the floor.
It seems whatever killed the collision is not necessarily what killed this wizard.
And the wizard's robes have similar markings to the exterior of the tower. He does not have any ID.
I was gonna say I take his wallet. Does he have anything?
No, doesn't seem so.
No conveniently placed wand of nether
The
oak?
nether oak?
Another wand in
Well,
What's
he's
from the
dead,
notes?
so clearly.
Wow, 5 wands of nether oak. Who could have seen this coming?
Unbelievable.
Vuzlin will shout out to the blue creatures, being blue himself, and say,
hello. Do you know what the nether rod is?
Nether oak wand.
Nether oak. Whatever. They're not going to speak. I'm just really...
Vuzlin called it. They are stony silent.
It's a bit of a
I'm
cold
just
reception.
fucking- So, yeah. But they did move. So they are here to probably protect the anvil. And so the anvil has some kind of meaning for all this. I suggest we look for, yes, a nether oak in order to provide some protection. Maybe we will find, like, a fallen oak that is hollow, and some of us will wear it and we walk in like a walking tree and say, ooh, I'm just a tree, don't hurt me. Ooh.
Uzlin, every day I grow more happy that I hired you. Let's go to the park.
Before we
Good
go,
to hear.
I am
I'll ask for that raise later.
is
Yes.
anyone concerned before we go that they explicitly stated first you must have not the rest of the sentence, but there's a first. That means there are multiple steps to this. Is there any other steps, John, that we would see around? Anything written on the walls? Anything that we would have seen coming up the tower?
Nothing.
Now that is a man who's getting a race.
There was nothing. Sorry, Ilse.
Yeah, you'll get the second part when you bring the nether oak.
Yeah, I'm barking up the wrong tree. Okay, let's go.
Haven't you heard of like a geocache? This is like exactly the same thing.
Is that what it is?
Hmm.
No, we have space caches. It's a totally different thing.
Nether cache.
Or cash. Yes.
Just all I think about is my nether regions. I cannot help but go there every time I hear that word.
Hey, my name's John Loins. And I was big enough.
I have not put that together.
I was big enough
You know
for
my name.
nobody to mention it during my entire school career.
it is very, well, yeah, it is a little old. But,
So am I.
well, yeah,
Don't.
well, your name doesn't translate poorly to Japanese. So,
Okay, so are you going to leave these guardians be?
I think.
I am
Unless you want to be impulsive and smack one, go right ahead.
I'm impulsive in exploring. I'm not impulsive in, wanton destruction.
Yeah.
Not today, at least.
Not today. Not today's.
Mike kind of meows under breath. Boring.
Fushido will, use violence to get what he wants, but the hammer is like not his weapon of choice.
True.
Especially the blacksmithing hammer.
I'm not going to do this, but I would have if Jess was here. I would have grabbed Mike by the scruff of the neck and just heaved them over and hit one like trying to bowl one over just to see what would happen.
My goodness.
I guess
Velen, get your children in order.
at the end of the day, guys, the cat really does have our tongue.
It's true. Just true.
It's all right. You want to go straight to the park?
Yes.
Let's go to the park.
I was thinking about going to that large cathedral-like building, but
Oh, the one right here?
the one that looks kind of Hagia Sophia.
It does, doesn't it? He said, having played Civilization.
Oh, the one real close to the glowing baseball in the middle of the city.
This is the sports town.
Apparently.
Shoot.
I'm up for wherever.
Okay.
There was a green growing field of trees, right?
Yes,
We could
it's-
start with step one, see where that takes us, and maybe it unlocks a few more secrets that we would have not initially encountered in that tower.
I am all for action. If we have something we can do, let's do it. Come, children. Mama is taking you to the park.
I think I'll kind of lean.
Park. I want to go to the mall and hang out with my friends.
I hate you.
Sorry, Stephanie.
Yes, yes.
Brought you into it.
Never do what I want to do.
John, did you just say, what have I brought you into? What have I brought you into?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Joy. The goods is what you brought me into, John.
Okay. So yeah, you clamber back down through the tower. The guardians
Not my real
do not
mom.
give chase. True.
Not even my fake mom.
So
Mommy? No, Mommy.
you go through this neighborhood or around the outskirts, or what would you like to do?
Let's go through the
Bubble Jacks,
neighborhood.
My ADD will take over. Let's just go around.
I already made the decision.
The line leader has clearly decided we don't like it, but I don't want to get in trouble at Mrs. Villain's class. Let's just follow Fushido.
I mean, split the party. Be my guest.
Oh,
Fine.
God.
I love splitting the party. It's my favorite.
Oh, we
part of
already
the
did
trip.
that. It was actually a lot of fun.
Yeah, it went okay. So you're just going to take the straight cut through.
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
I don't.
There are
What's
two.
the worst that could happen?
There are lots of like structures and towers, as you can see, in the neighborhood here. But in particular, I mean, this large strut that comes down from the main citadel makes contact with the ground here, and then there is a larger, more intact, foreboding-looking building over here with the red glow there.
Ooh, red glow. I think we need to take a detour.
Y'all love a foreboding building now, don't we?
So what was
I'm
next?
happy to make a stop as long as we get where we're going.
The Pyro Club, speaking of menacing red glows. Hello, Pyros. Welcome. How are you doing, Raiders? Good to see you here. We are playing Rime of the Frost Maiden, Hobbies for Happiness. Thank you. That's a great name. Thank you for that follow. How are you doing, everybody? I hope you had yourselves a fantastic session. Big Jim, I see you again. It's good to see you again. Jarrett's Terrain Minis. Thank you. Thank you for coming on in. Thanks for that follow. Hope everyone's doing great. Lots and lots of follows. Thank you all, everyone. So, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Good to have you all here. Let us potentially say thank you in a more material way with our giveaway. We have 2 giveaways today. from CZRPG and Troll Games. So please do !enter in chat. Thank you, Graham, for that. Oh, thank you for all the follows, everyone. Good to have you, everybody.
Thanks
Nice,
for coming in.
nice. Yeah, good to see you all. So we, for our newcomers here, are playing. Hey, wondering how you doing? We are playing the Hunger of Ythryn, which is our original evil campaign based around the Lost Netherese City, which is at the end of Rime of the Frostmaiden. So this is a high-level campaign. They're already level 10, and they are questing through the ruins here, trying to unlock the city's secrets and do some mischief in the name of Vecna. So good to see you all. Hope you had a great time. Everyone jump over there, please. All those lovely follows there, jump over there to the Pyro Club and give them a follow back. They've been in some Dungeons and Dragons too. I need to figure out how to do that new shout out thing. I haven't figured that out yet. Have you seen that?
No.
There's a new feature, like a shout out feature, where if you do the shout out, it doesn't do the chat link like over there, like the old one. It actually pops up a follow button on your screen without them having to leave. So yeah, it's cool.
That's pretty good. Yeah, I like that.
No problem wondering. Good to have you. Okay, so I thought you came in with a raid. So, yes, are you heading to where the big strut comes down from the citadel, or towards the glowing entry of the other one?
I like a glowing entry. You know.
Yeah, okay. like a
Looks
moth,
inviting.
like a moth to the flame. Off you pop. Okay.
I was gonna say, like children, we're fascinated by shiny, glowy things.
I like big struts, and I cannot lie. But if you want to go to the glowing door, let's go.
Well, I have to say, Josh's instincts do steer you true once more. Let's get to high five.
Yes.
Oh,
really?
Yes.
Fucking amazing.
We are on it.
I will give you bonus points
Go,
if you hit every location in order.
Okay,
Yes.
we have a mission, guys.
Okay. So, as you make your way through this abandoned neighborhood, it's very spooky, atmosphere. There's these abandoned streets with the rubble just lying strewn about, half trapped in its desolation and destruction by the ice that has just encapsulated everything and got it all frozen in place there. And let's see. You make your way through those streets and find yourself looking up at this large square building with only one entrance there, and as you can kind of just make out in the art, I can zoom right in whilst we're focusing on it. There we are. As you can see in the art there, there is a large portcullis which is sitting askew and has broken through and there's an opening into the building itself in this 40-foot wide, 30-foot tall archway, which is probably just as well, Austin, because you are now 9 feet tall.
Ooh.
Oh. Okay.
Oh my God.
This is exponential. Man, the sports ball coach is really gonna love me.
And you head on in there for sure, I assume?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you can
You know what they call.
Ossian and Redfall have to squeeze through the broken opening into the entrance there, but as you all kind of stoop under the twisted metal, broken clearly by the fall of the city from the sky, you find yourselves in a mostly abandoned prison with a maze of cell-lined corridors filling the area. All of the cells around you are made of iron. The doors are made of iron. They have small barred windows at eye level. Some of them were broken open by the fall, but not all of them.
Investigate the various cells.
You're going to peer through the windows? Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
You can see prisoners. Some of them are empty. The ones whose doors were broken were some of those are empty as well. But in both cases, not all of them are occupied, but the ones that are, they contain the frozen and dead remains of whoever was held there. Some of them still in kind of manacles and stuff attached to the wall. Some of them seemingly to have been broken free from the wall, holdings, but were still trapped in their cells. And it looks like either hunger or the cold must have finished them off. And these, it's that kind of almost mummified kind of look. It's like just kind of almost leathery, remains of the skin over the bones. Hey Ziggy, how you doing?
Well, this is a terrible way to go.
Yeah.
Yes, very sad.
Yeah.
Going in?
Sorry, Helen?
No, I just said yes, very sad. Are we going in?
Oh, I see. You continue kind of like exploring around the facility, and you, after about 30 minutes or so of searching around, find something that's clearly different. Peering through a gap in the collapsed wall, you can see a 15-foot square room in utter disarray, but looks like it was some kind of infirmary. There is an operating table in the middle of the room, and leather straps extending from one side of it into the air above its surface, and fastening down to the other side, the shape of which suggests that something or someone invisible is lashed to the table.
Interesting.
That's concerning.
You said it looks like an operating theater?
Yeah, it looks like an infirmary, and there's an operating table in the middle, and the straps are attached and rising up and over as if holding something in place. But
Is there movement?
it's invisible. No.
You know what? I'm curious. I'm going to walk up to the table, and I'm going to cast light on one of the bracers.
Cast light?
Yeah.
Okay, so you clamber through the hole?
Yeah.
Okay. You do that, and nothing happens.
Well, if it was something, I can't see
Poke
it.
it with your spear.
Poke it with the spear.
Oh my god.
Let's see. Let me just check something here.
Pokey, pokey.
I'm just taking keys from Fushiro. He has a very direct way of doing things. And,
It's
it's a very admirable trait.
It's the correct way of doing things.
Fuzlin says from the other side of the door,
Yes, it is. It's the best way to do things. Yes.
Little Sly looks up at me and is like, hey, at least I'm not the one going in.
The chaotic boys and Velen trying to take care of her children.
Mommy, you want to go this way? No, I want to go that way.
Okay, so Ossian, you're gonna poke it with a spear.
Sure will.
Okay. As soon as you poke it with the spear, a human appears, filling the straps, and their eyes open. There's like, please stop it. Stop it! No more! I can't tell you. Who the fuck are you? What's happened? The head kind of like looks around the room.
We should be asking you the same question. Who the hells are you? Why are you locked up here? And why are you still alive?
Velen, make me an Arcana check.
Yeah. 21.
Nice. everything points to this person having been put under the effects of a spell called Sequester. Now, the Sequester spell means that an object or creature can be hidden away, safe from detection for the duration. They become invisible, and they can't be targeted by divination spells or perceived through scrying or anything like that. The creature falls into a state of suspended animation, and time ceases to flow for that one creature. And it doesn't grow older, and it doesn't experience any effects of things going on around it, which is why he's still alive, because he was in the Sequester spell when the city fell. And
That's neat.
yeah, and you can set I like this. You can set the condition for the spell to end early. Can be anything you choose. It must occur within 1 mile of the target. Examples include after 1,000 years or when the Tarrasque awakens.
Oh.
I like that. The spell also ends if the target takes any damage. Awesome. The whole city fell from the sky and they survived, but you brought them back with a prick of a spear.
The poke. I think that's a loophole in the story arc. But anyway, did you make new friend in there?
Maybe. And I'll kind of just bend down and see. If you answer my questions, you may leave this place. So I reiterate. Who are you? Why are you here? And how are you alive?
They struggle against the straps and try and escape, but they are unsuccessful. Let's have a look here. As you... His first... Whenever anyone speaks Loris, the language, the Netherese language, excuse me, I'm just going to speak as them, but it's the Professor Stone that Velen has, which is translating. Oh, so...
Got it.
But when you say common to them, Ossian, they do switch to common. The first outcry there was in Loris. And he turns. Please, I do not know what has happened here. I am not responsible. I'm just a low-born manservant of one of the wizards here. I was sent to this prison by my master for just trying to supplement my income. But this place is evil. They do experiments here. Please, you must let me go. Don't let them carry on.
Do you want to tell them, or shall we?
Rock, paper, scissors for it?
I mean, I think I'll go in the room. I wasn't in the room before, and I'll go in the room, and we'll do rock, paper, scissors. Okay.
Yeah, we go in the room already.
Ready? Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Can't see
Okay.
yours, Josh. What was yours?
I always throw rock.
Okay. Well,
Okay,
I don't know how to do this 4 ways.
Nobody wins. Gotta do it again.
Okay. All right. Rock.
Oh shit. We fucked up the timing.
Riveting stuff, guys. Riveting stuff.
Quality content. Thanks for
is-
coming to
this-
Phoenix Uaki, by the way.
Welcome,
This
in,
is what
Raiders.
people sub for. This is what people sub for.
Anyway,
Drunken tournaments, for sure.
go ahead, Booze.
All right. Hi. First off,
That's what Papa Dragon subs was. Thank you, Papa.
Yes, thanks, Papa.
I'd lean over and just say, what is your name?
Okay. Papa Dragon, who would you like a spin of the wheel to go to with that subscription there? Thank you, my friend.
He's gonna make us continue the rock paper scissors for it, isn't he?
Please do.
The human, this is the human male, kind of early middle age, and they look. I'm Xerophon, if it pleases.
Xerophon, very, very well. But so, here's the deal. You were cast in some kind of temporal spell. The city fell from the sky. What? Looking over at the development, it was like 1,000 years ago. What was it?
You do not know.
800. When was it? When did it fall? I don't remember.
Okay. Fushiro gets to spin to the wheel here.
Oh, congrats me.
Woo.
I love me spinning that wheel.
Ooh, it's perfect for you too. Oops, all con.
Nice.
All Constitution. baby.
Enjoy.
On all day long.
Let me,
Very nice.
sort that for you.
I'll get it sorted myself. Don't worry about it.
That's right. Already done.
All right, thank you.
I think. Yes, there you go. Enjoy those hit points there.
Ooh, the instant bump, yeah.
So yeah, Fuzin, sorry, you were saying?
I was just so. Yes, you were caught in a kind of temporal spell, and I was. When did the city fall? How long ago do we think the city?
You have no idea.
I have no idea. All right.
No.
So something long time ago dropped the city down into Icewind Dale, and the city is now stuck inside a glacier.
Icewind Dale? I've never heard of it.
No, probably not, because it's a very common, newer term. Is he naked or is he clothed?
No, it's close.
Clothed, okay. Yes, so do you feel a chill in the air?
Yes, sir, I do.
Yeah, because now you're in the middle of an icy glacier.
Does anyone have a cloak or something?
Is there anything around? Is there any clothes around?
Dirty blankets or something moldy we could toss on this poor soul.
I reach in my bag of holding and pull out my extra. I got extra winter gear.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, because
thank you, grandmother.
It is alone because you're going to help us navigate this city. We don't know anything about what's going on.
I can tell you what I know. If you'll take these straps off me, I'm happy to share what I know.
Knowledge first.
Well, what do you want to know? Have you ever heard of nether oak? Nether oak. Do you know what nether oak is?
Let's look here. Yes, the nether. Sorry, my mind feels like a huge weight. I think I must have been out of it for such a long time. Nether oak. It does not ring a bell. I'm sorry, but I know other things. I can't remember. Just wait, please. I promise. This is Ythryn. The city is called Ythryn. It is under the control, or was under the control of a lich named Iliolathus.
I'd look over at Velen and say, "Is this something you knew?"
I know I need the Lich's staff, and you said that earlier, John, but the name, I don't think I had.
Say again, sorry?
I wrote down, like, Lich's staff is needed, and I wrote down Averlis, and I didn't quite catch the name.
Oh, the other person who's here because of Strad?
Yeah.
That was avarice, as in the bad trait.
Avarice. Okay.
Avarice, yeah.
The dreams thereof. Yes.
As in, she's a tiefling.
Oh gosh.
It's a good tiefling name.
Yeah.
Tell us more about this lich.
His name was Iriolathus, and he was obsessed with finding relics and magic from the ancient past of this world. We travelled to the north, the frozen north. So actually, I think he would be fairly warmly dressed, actually, because they were in Icewind Dale. It was the frozen north in those days as well.
Okay.
Just
Okay.
didn't have 10 towns and stuff. And there was some ancient giant civilization here. He was looking for relics of them. Josh, you have come across several of those in a different guise. Come on, one piece of information, one strap.
I mean,
Okay.
he will not get far.
Well, no. And I undo one strap. Doink.
Thank you.
What a sound effect.
Well, I figured it pops open like the jar that's holding flour on my counter. And it's
Oh, yeah.
Then it
Mason
clicks
jar,
back and always
sealed
hits my finger because I forget to pull it out of the way. Like,
Oh, wait.
visual effects.
Mousetrap for modern man.
Right.
Oh no, Steph's going to get it.
God, my finger fucking hurts just thinking about it.
And my jar is on a shelf that's too high for me. So. But I know the jar you're talking about.
Yep. Yeah, we connected.
Mason! Mason!
I know. I'm like,
Is that
debating
why they're called mason jars? I had no idea.
Ah,
Because
he's tall enough to get
only
them.
he can reach them, yeah.
just tell Colby to get a ladder. I'll tell him. I will tell
Let's see.
him.
Hold on. No, they might be watching a movie or something. Oh, here he is. Hey,
Stuck up-
can you get this flour jar off that top shelf for visual effect purposes?
Hi, Mason.
This is the good stuff. Is it one of these?
Yes.
Thank you.
Yep. Yep.
And
Yeah.
then you,
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah. Yep.
Chat, did you hear?
Uh-huh.
Everyone, quiet.
Hold on, wait. I gotta put it back on.
Okay.
They're old and tricky. Ready?
Okay, let's go. We just got the click.
Mhm.
It's got the click. We didn't get the thump.
Did you? You didn't get the thunk?
We got the click.
The thunk is so
The
good.
thunk is there.
All right.
Yeah,
Right.
the thunk is there.
We know
I
that
tried.
sound. We know the sound. Okay.
Alright.
The manservant continues. Yes. But Iriolathus wasn't alone in governing the city. There were 8 arcanists. The wizards of the Ebon Star. Their names and faces can be found in the museum. There's a museum in the city. They're immortalized there, if it's still standing.
Where could we find this museum?
How did the city fall? It's so powerful. So the magics, the Netherese would. How could this happen?
Perhaps they forgot to pay the bill. We don't know why it fell, but we're here to collect some things, and
Another strap?
someone else do that. I snapped my finger on that last one. It hurt.
Velin, would you get to do the sound effects for us? Hey!
There it is. That was the one.
That's a good one. And another strap is released.
You said it was the. Sorry, John. Go ahead.
They wriggle free of the last one. Just the two of them. They just like duck out of it, and they're kind of like rubbing where the straps are digging into them. Oh, set up too fast. Okay. Yes. Well, whatever it is you're searching for, please move carefully about the city. The creators of this place used giant mimics in the construction of the place, and they used them for beasts of burden. And Mike's eyes kind of narrow, and they do that cat growl, like, it's like one of those mimics killed my zombie.
Yes.
Oh, my goodness.
Yes, it was frightful.
I'm sorry. I can't remember what else happened. My master? Everyone?
Probably dead. Yeah.
They're all
Yeah.
gone?
Yes.
Master's dead. Torturers are dead.
Yes.
Please.
Yeah, take your time, shed a tear.
I can remember.
Right. He's into it.
I can remember that the Wizards of the Ebon Star, each of them, they had their own tower, each dedicated to one of the schools of magic. I can remember where they are. I can lead you there. I can if you're looking for knowledge or treasure.
I suppose that could be very useful.
Yes, all are useful. Yes, and you will. You will. Yes, yes, you will. So we'll make sure you stay alive. So this is a win-win.
Thank you. Thank you. Does anyone have a blade? Might I just defend myself?
No, you won't have to defend yourself. So well, the rest of us will take care of you.
Have it up.
I see. Very well. And you starts to clamber your way back out through the hole in the wall and into the prison itself.
Before we leave the prison, John, I think Ossian will kind of look over at Mike and just kind of whisper, "Do you still have the manacles on you?"
Well, sure.
Can we borrow them real quick?
If needs be. He's not doing
I'll
nothing.
give him. We will have a use for something in just a moment. Thank you.
Fushidal talks to him and says, "So you were imprisoned for having a side job?"
No, I stole from my master.
What did you steal?
Just some trinkets. Nothing important. Just
Insight.
wanted to... Please.
I failed.
Ugh.
It's a 6.
Seems true.
I see. Well, I would, if you're going to continue that life, I suggest don't get caught next time.
Oh, I wouldn't dream of it. Don't worry. Everything you have, you're safe. You're safe. I won't steal anything from you.
You're right. You won't. And I will bind him with the manacles.
Okay.
Make me a grapple check. He's going to try.
Sure
He's
thing.
like, you just got released after eons of
Well, I mean, he
captivity.
can walk around. It's not.
That's good. 28.
Okay, only a 6.
Pull the arms back.
Please,
Manacle.
you promised.
It-
I gave you the
it is
information. You
not-
release me.
It's not that we don't trust you. It's that we just don't trust you. It's
said the
how
same thing
we
twice.
are. I know.
Different connotation.
As we go along and we have a good working relationship and we have a review, process, then we'll probably take the manacles off. Feel hungry? Are you hungry? They reach down and grab a little ration and just kind of like pop it in his mouth. Like, here, have a little bit.
Thank you.
See, we're not that bad. Just don't make us bad.
He just kind of goes sullen and quiet.
All right.
Oh.
Well, the good news
Velen,
is
evil.
So, and,
Right,
also,
my bad.
I'm going to call you Joe because I can't remember what name you used. So, Joe.
The most evil thing to do.
Yes.
Forgetting the name.
I will not call you by your name.
I put it in chat. It's Xerophon.
Well, he's Zerafon Joe from now on.
Xerophon Joe.
Okay. Now you clamber out through and start making your way back out of the prison. And there's nothing else in here. And I would like everyone to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh no.
As I'm reading my book, like, oh, I haven't experienced what they had. Oh, there it is.
You're within 10 feet of me, I assume.
I would think so. We all have to go.
Wouldn't everyone be walking in a tight knit around you? Tight knot around you.
I would say no for me.
Those not within 10 feet of me. Sorry, you do not get a +2. Those within 10 feet of me. Welcome to
You
my
get a
club.
plus.
For sure. So I'm gonna say, like the way you've been describing things and how you move about, I don't think anyone's next to you. You'll be out the front, forging ahead of everybody.
Well, that's
Fair enough.
Sorry,
I rolled quite
Wouldn't.
poorly on Constitution. I rolled 6.
Oh dear.
but you don't get your own bonuses.
No, you do.
Oh, I do.
Yeah, you do.
Question.
You're a paladin. I know this shit.
Ouch. Ouch.
Oh, my Constitution is not 20.
Did we have an advantage? Did I see we had an advantage crystal when I first separated chat from?
Everyone has a crystal. At the moment.
Okay, then I'm gonna use mine.
Okay.
I rolled garbage. Ooh, look, slightly less garbage.
What
12.
Okay, 2 seconds. Let me just
Going on
sort
D&D
this
Beyond.
here. Mike
Yeah, I got
Ocean.
a 22.
Fushiro.
I'm probably still gonna fail, but for some reason it keeps resetting the Oops All Strength override.
Constitution.
Oh dear.
Yeah,
Weird.
Oops All Constitution override.
D&D Beyond. Sort yourself out. What's going
Figure
on?
it out.
Okay. So, let's go around here. Actually, let me do Mike's Constitution saving throw. Yowling Mike on it. Huh. Five. Sorry, yes. Okay. So, Velen, how'd you go?
I'll use my crystal actually.
I got a 12 with my crystal.
Thank you. Vuslin?
13.
Ossian?
22.
For sure.
I use my crystal and it comes out to 14.
Okay. Thank you. Bear with me just one moment.
Also, too, friends, just for kicks and giggles, I've also tied the hen pen rope to the manacles, so it's kind of like a leash.
Sorry, I needed another book.
Oh God. I don't like that answer.
Okay. So. Contamination symptoms.
Love contamination. It's one of my favorite things.
Okay. Oh, okay. Good news. Level 1 is still nothing, but Velen, Vuslin, Mike and Fushiro, everyone except Olsian, feels the strange kind of tang that's in the air kind of seeping into your being. It's as if just the magic that's in this place is getting into your bones, and you do not feel well with it.
Do you feel that? I feel like it's getting into my bones. I don't feel well with it.
A general ache, malaise, if you will.
Indeed. As the arcane corruption takes hold. Sorry, the arcane blight. Give it its proper name. Okay.
I know haunted prisons aren't the best, but why are you guys feeling awful about this?
I don't think it's the prison. I think it is the previously disguised malaise.
Yes, Vuzlin warned you of this.
I told you.
Good.
Okay. But we shall see just if that continues to be a problem as we continue on later, next time. With a full party, I believe, next time. So, thank you all. Welcome again to Stephanie. A pleasure to have you here. And
Yes, thank you so much.
we are looking forward to exploring more of the city. Can they keep up their streak of visiting everywhere in order? Best of luck to you. As they continue to explore the ruins of their very city and uncover its secrets in the name of Vecna. Now, last chance, my friends. We are going to draw 2 lucky winners in just a moment. CZRPG goodies and Troll game vouchers to give away. So please, ! Enter in chat if you are not already entered. Cheers, Grim. Bless you. And
Sorry.
That's true. I saw that and no mute, like, oh, here it comes.
I have very dramatic sneezes.
Jebediah will not be making an appearance. Jebediah was eaten by a kraken. Everyone saw it happen.
that was
Can
what
I
the
bring
jab
him
was.
back?
We find him.
Jebediah Thunderflash was my Deadlands character who was isekai'd from Earth, from Deadlands Earth, from New Orleans to the adventures here. He met the Rime of the Frostmaiden crew and the High Seas Spelljammer adventurers, and then sacrificed himself to the juvenile kraken that was trying to destroy them, so that they might fly off into the sky on the back of their space whale Angajuk friend. Anyway,
There's
so
a lot to unpack there. Wow.
welcome to the Wackyverse. Now, so thank you so much, everybody, and everyone in chat as well. Thank you for those raids, all of those follows, absolutely amazing. Getting us on the way to 1,800 followers, unbelievable, absolutely amazing.
Ooh.
Thank you so much.
Congratulations.
Well on the way.
Big time.
Thank you so
Big
much,
time.
everybody. Now, we are going to wrap things up there, but we can see you again very soon if you so wish, as we will be back later in the week with Out of the Abyss, Barovia and Beyond, Wild Beyond the Witchlight, Chesenta's Tyranny, and Bookworm here before we head on over to QuestJunkiesUK for some more Demethrin 5 on Saturday. Absolute pleasure. As always, my friends, do jump into any of those campaigns. Check out the schedule below us here on Twitch. If you want to see what's going on and when, or if you want to jump into that Discord and get all of the information, there are all of the alerts and news about upcoming things, the chance to involve yourself if we have some community one-shots from time to time. Do jump into the Discord there and get all of the knowledge, all of the know before it is out anywhere else. And you can also catch up with any of our VODs of our various campaigns and awesome one-shots and things that we do over on YouTube. There. No S, damn it. I should put an S on that.
I got you.
There we go. Okay. Right, let us quickly say goodbye to these fine folks. Josh, did you enjoy that, or shall I take over?
We missed you in the beginning, so please.
Okay. Felon Harple, where can people find you on the material plane?
On the material plane, you can find me at Vexed Vending. We make cool, fun vending machines that vend local art and funky finds. We are local to Orlando, but you can find creative vending machines almost everywhere. And you can also find me here in the Walkieverse on Thursdays at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
That's right, with Wild Beyond the Witchlight. Interesting things happening to your UNT barbarian there, Stephanie. You saw the message.
Daisha.
Yes.
I'm
Daisha.
excited to get back.
Yes, cannot wait.
We skipped another one because of a hurricane.
Yes,
so
hurricanes, unfortunately.
I'll never say that we should be all good again. We will always plan that the power will go out, and then if it doesn't, it'll just be a happy surprise.
Exactly. Bonus there. Okay, Ocean, your good self.
Hi, friends. I'm Mike. Thanks for joining us tonight. I have been Ossian. You can find me here. You can find me hanging out with Patch, QuestJunkiesUK, and on Twitch and Twitter. I'm here. I'm around. Thanks for hanging out.
Cheers, buddy. Yes, links over there in chat for everybody. Do give them a follow. And Vuzlin, please.
Oh, hello, I am the Maharishi on all the Twitches and the Twitters, a cog in the corporate machine by day. And at night, you can usually find me playing D&Ds in several places, including here, links in my doobly-doo. That's about it.
Thank you kindly. And Fushiro.
Hi, it's me. I'm Josh, sometimes known as GM Josh, but not today. I play here mostly, but you'll find me next week. Here again.
I look forward to it. Thank you so much. And we are QuestJunkiesUK. We play lots of D&D, occasional other systems. We have some exciting things coming up at the end of the month. A fundraiser for the Foundation for Inclusivity in Gaming. Our friends from our stream team have this amazing non-profit organization which is dedicated to helping BIPOC creators get published and release things onto the DM's Guild, which they then get the full profits from. The creators, not Fig, despite unfounded rumours of late. And you can join us and hopefully help out that very good cause with a rather exciting group of guests coming on by. Stay tuned for more information about that. I'm really looking forward to meeting some new creatives and having some friends of the channel return as well. So do keep your eyes open for that. Right, okay, my friends, thank you all so much. That is the end, so let us finish up that giveaway and see who our lucky winners are. Closing entries. Okay, good luck, everyone. So, we have, as I said, 2 goodies today, CZRPG and Trollord Games. First things first, the voucher for the Trollord Games giveaway is going to go to Robojacks. Congratulations. You can increase your Trollord Games library there. And this week's CZRPG giveaway is going to DM Charlie.
Hey,
we know that
two
will go
regulars.
to a good
Miss you.
cause.
Miss you, Charlie.
Charlie.
Assuming they're still in chat. I don't know. They've been lurking.
My dog came over here. Not Charlie.
Yes.
Is this the tone of voice? Is it me? Oh, no, okay. Okay, congratulations,
With the
TT.
blown kisses.
Nicely done, nicely done.
That's what it was.
More chances to win later in the week. Everyone do jump in. We have giveaways in all of our streams. You can enjoy lots of fun products and prizes to have there. But that is all for today. Thank you everyone so much, and we shall see you all again soon. Let us head off raiding. Who's on? I see any of our
Who
stream
are we
team
going
on?
to today?
Yeah, let's have a look. Who is alive? Let's have a look here. Any of our stream team buddies? No, none of the stream team are on. Okay, let's continue the D&D stuff here. Someone I found through someone that Stephanie and I have got to play with, Scarlet64, in our previous charity games.
Yes.
Someone who I was introduced to via their channel. The interesting and fun Cinderblock Sally is doing some homebrew review at the moment, so let's go and see what their community is cooking up over there. So, you know what to do, my friends. Stick around for that raid if you've got them. Let those phoenixes fly. But till next time, as we like to say around these parts, Oyasumi.
Oyasumi.
Thank you.